Good morning, friends. I had not planned on making a video this morning. So I'm out in these streets running my errands, and I was listening to Cupful of Justice. Because if you recall, Mandy and the gang are taking a couple of weeks off while Mandy and her fiance, David, I think his name is David, get married. Anyway, also, if you want to see their wedding, I guess they're sending out a link to people who subscribe, and you can watch their wedding. Girl, I don't want to watch your wedding. I'm not a wedding girl. I don't have that wedding gene, but I wish you all happiness in the world. Anyway, this is what I heard on the podcast this morning that kind of blew my mind. So Russell LaFite, the banker from Palmetto State Bank, well, his trial is coming up first. It turns out, let me back up a little bit. Russell's family owns this bank. This bank has been in the family for many, many years, and Russell has many good family members who are on the board of the bank. Now, Russell was the president of the bank, and he was the one who dealt with Alec Murdaugh and PMPD, the law firm, and all of that. And he was giving Alec all of these ill-advised loans and helping Alec cover up his financial crimes. So now that it's all gone down, the board at Palmetto State Bank is like, oh, what? Russell was doing what? Oh, we are horrified. Russell was doing bad things. Oh, we can't believe it. They're acting all shocked. Turns out, Russell was like, ho, 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 hold the phone. I think these suckers might throw me under the bus. And he suspected that they might throw him under the bus about a year ago when things started to go south. And he started recording meetings and possibly phone calls and other interactions. So he's like, if I go down, we go down. So now Russell's in all this trouble and his name is in all the headlines, but Russell finna snitch, y'all. He's about to blow the whole family up. And the bank is like, excuse me, judge. We would like you to disallow those tapes. So now we're waiting to hear if the judge is going to say, nope, the tapes are not allowed in, or if the tapes are allowed. I could hardly wait. And I was just like, ooh, could you imagine if like your siblings and your cousins or whatever were involved in the crime, but then you were the one getting thrown under the bus? Honey, I would drag everybody. If I'm going down, we going down. If I had to move out of my mansion and move into a double wide, child, you about to be living in the back of your truck. You about to be living in the Camry. Like, I would not be going down by myself. All that to say, don't commit a crime with me. I tell you what, don't commit a crime at all. That's probably the best way to go. Here's the other really interesting little tidbit that they dropped right in the middle of the podcast. Turns out that when Maggie and Paul were first murdered, a lot of the people at PMPD, Alec's old law firm, suspected he was guilty. Now, I don't know that many shady people, or if they are shady, they probably hide it from me because they know I got a big mouth. But I got some distant relatives and stuff that if something went down, I'd be like, he might have poisoned his wife. I don't know. He might have robbed that bank. I don't know. You ain't heard it from me, though. But the fact that all these coworkers were like, oh, sounds about right. That does not bode well for Alex. So all of the cases are coming up soon-ish. We're talking the beginning of next year. Right now is, what month is this? This is October. They're talking like January into the spring. So within the next 6 months, we're going to have resolution on some of these cases. And it looks like old Russell LaFite is definitely going to jail from what I hear. Now it's a white collar crime. He's unlikely to go down for like 40 years or whatever. But, he's going to be cooking his dinner over a hot plate or in a hot pot. I don't know what they eat in prison. What do they eat in prison? Is there prison cuisine? I'm going to have to listen to a prison podcast and find out. But it's not going to be good. It's not going to be orange is the new black. I tell you that much. Also, I don't think I would fare well in prison. I don't even like one-star hotels. Like, I won't sleep at a Motel 6. So I can't imagine like communal sleeping with people I don't know who are also fellow criminals. But I don't have to think about it because I'm not going to commit a crime. So there's that. Anyway, Cupful of Justice this week on the Murdaugh Murders podcast drops a lot of tea. A lot of scalding hot tea. So I highly recommend that you watch it or listen to it, I guess. Last but not least, one of my favorite reviews of all times of this hot mess that I call a YouTube channel was a woman who said, Anybody who posts a video from their car automatically loses credibility with me. Girl, you would come here for credibility? Well, then you were probably doing a whole lot in your life wrong, because this is not credibility. This is gossip, rumor, and innuendo. 3 of my favorite things. Also, crafting, cooking, and shopping. But right now, we're just focusing on, gossip, rumor, and innuendo. So you have a great, safe weekend, and I'll see you soon. Bye.